issue to cover. All attention right now is on the Democratic National Convention. It'd be nice if I had the microphone on. And I watched it. I was broadcasting a bit late because I fell asleep, and no pun intended. A lot of enthusiasm there, I have to admit that. There were some good speakers. Warlock, very strong speaker. But again, a lot of words that rhyme, that brought people forward. I didn't see a lot of substance. A little bit with Hillary on women's reproduction rights and how that could be health, things like that. Biden hailed Harris as the future in an emotional farewell speech, wiping away tears after being introduced by his daughter. Biden waved to the crowd, held signs saying, with hearts, Biden's beaming, he responded, "I love you." So they're on a pretty good high right now, and whether they keep this momentum, who knows. So far, I'm not seeing any substance. Reproduction rights is important, but there's other problems we have besides reproduction. How about putting food on the table, gas in the car, keeping people from coming out of across the border by thousands and thousands. So now it's reported that these illegals are trying to get driver's licenses by the thousands so they can vote. Now, with Harris and Walz, Vice President Harris, let me be polite, they sat side by side. I didn't see good chemistry between those two. He would rise at the proper time to applaud, but I didn't see any interreactions between those two. And my gut tells me that things are just not great with them. Probably because there might be other things getting ready to hit the fan. Hillary gave a strong speech. No substance focused on reproduction rights. Now, we'll do a little bit of other news. Supreme Court gives Fani Willis of Georgia a new deadline. Some of the defendants, Mark Meadows is one, are requesting that the trial be tried in a federal court. That makes sense to me. They're charging with a federal crime, but it's a new deadline coming up in September. Let's see. Here's something interesting. Manhattan District Attorney signals openness to delay Trump's criminal sentence. Now, Trump has requested that, and I suspect they're going to go along with it because they don't know if Trump is sentenced to prison. He may pick up 20 more points from the sympathy votes, and people just know in the heart, and I'm one of them, that this is not a real trial. It's just a way to keep a man from being able to run for president. Now, Roger Stone, and I like him, he's an older man, and I thought it was wrong that he went to prison. But he warns Governor Brian Kemp be going to prison, basically suggesting that it be Trump's revenge. But Trump has already made his position clear. Excuse me. His position clear that he won't have time for revenge. Personally, I think the governor, he does a great job down there. And I think it was a matter of conscience, so I don't see where there's any grounds to criticize this governor. I listened to the Trump's request. I need you to find me 15, 20,000 votes. And I don't see that being criminal, not when you're getting reports that they're finding crates of votes coming in late, sitting in the corner. If he'd asked him to falsify votes, then that would be criminal. Now, here's something. Let's see. Over in, I think the South Pacific is our next tinderbox. And I think if we go into World War III, it'll probably get started over there. That'll be the straw that breaks the camel's back. 2 German warships await orders from Berlin. Their commander said to determine whether next month they will be the first German naval vehicles in decades to pass through the Taiwan Straits, drawing a rebuke from Berlin. Well, so many of the wars got started with ships and things, sinking of the Maine, Spanish-American War, the Lusitania during the First World War. Now, here we go again. This is what kind of got me thinking that it's really becoming a tinderbox over. Chinese jets fire flares on Filipino patrol planes. Manila protest. Well, that'll get their attention. So these things is not really in the best interest of peace-loving people. So I would say, and I'm both these stories, the German warships and the Chinese shooting at the Filipino patrol planes, I got these stories from overseas newspapers. Very credible, a good source of information. So I'm wondering about the American journalists. Don't we have any journalists that has a nose for news? Well, and that's the way I say it. So I'm going to say good night and see you in a couple of days. Cowboy Ron signing off.